Why does no one talk about the fact that Germany and Britain killed millions of each other's soldiers even though their kings were cousins? Kaiser Wilhelm and King George V were both grandsons of Queen Victoria. Britain and Germany also look like natural allies. Britain had spent centuries fighting France, Russia was its main rival, and Austria-Hungary was too much of a joke to consider, leaving Germany as its main obvious partner, especially since their kings were related. So how did Britain and Germany go from natural allies to slaughtering each other in World War I? How did two kings who were cousins end up at war? To answer that, you first need to understand how World War I wasn't sparked by geopolitics or assassinations, but by one awkward dinner party. Let me explain. First, much of the tension that started the war can be traced back to Edward VII, who was king before George and uncle to Kaiser Wilhelm. Now, Wilhelm was pretty racist against Asians, and after Japan's shocking defeat of Russia, he became obsessed with the so-called Yellow Peril, incessantly warning of future Asian domination. So at a dinner with his uncle King Edward, Wilhelm launched into one of these rants, only for King Edward to laugh in his face, leaving Wilhelm humiliated. You still might be thinking, David, there's no way Edward laughing at Wilhelm caused World War I, and you'd be both right and wrong. During the scramble for Africa, Wilhelm wanted colonies for Germany, but was careful not to provoke Britain. So he sent an incredibly polite letter, basically begging Britain for a colony, saying he'd even take a shitty one as long as Germany didn't step on Britain's toes. Britain's response?
Fuck off!
This combination of personal and national humiliations pushed Wilhelm to build the massive high seas fleet. Now, Britain saw this as a direct threat to his naval supremacy because British people, for some reason, are very proud of Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. This triggered a naval arms race that put both countries on eventual collision to World War I.